Hello, Steph.
Hola, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you? I don't know what kind of accent
Oh,
that is.
I feel like that you're maybe it was it British?
I was trying to go for Australian, but
Oh,
mm,
okay. That was kind of
uh,
good.
yeah, not really.
Oh
But thanks.
God.
Thanks for.
Oh, like you're very talented in the accent department. This is the
Oh,
secret talent she has, everybody. By the way.
no, wait. Remember, I think remember we wanted to be tourists
Oh
and
my
we went
God,
into the city and we were going to have fake accents the whole day?
I blocked this. Is this me? Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh God. How old were we? Were we in high school
W-
at least?
I think no, it had to be
Oh
after. Yeah,
God.
like maybe like we were 19 because I was already
Ew.
driving. Yes,
Go-
and we were like, let's go to the city and then we're gonna have fake accents and pretend we're like, visiting.
I'm so embarrassed right now. Like if I could, I would hide under the desk.
But I don't think
Wow.
it lasted long.
You know what? That just remember we would annoy Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
We would sing everything that she said.
Oh my gosh.
I just told that story to
Oh
somebody.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Man, when we were younger, I think of all the things. Oh, hold on,
Yeah.
wait. That just reminded me of something. Do you say all the things?
I
That
I
is
don't
like a
think
thing
so.
lately.
I've heard people say it. Is it really? Is that
And I mean, and I wasn't trying to say it, it was part of my sentence, but it came in my head because I'm like,
yeah. Does
I
Pretzel say it? She's like my
no.
tether to the young community.
No, she doesn't say it, but I've been around a lot of people and even like people I follow on Instagram or whatever, and they're like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
da 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 da, and all the things. What things? Like it drives me nuts.
No, I follow all the girls that say they're obsessed with
Ugh.
everything. They go to because I watch this shopping channels and everything's trending
Mm-hmm.
and everything's like they pick it up and oh my God, I'm obsessed. Or like they'll see
Ugh.
something from a distance, like, oh my God, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Okay, stop it.
Really? Like I can imagine people like watching. Like this is why like I
Yeah.
wanted to try to be a shopping, TikTok for a minute. I was like, this is fun, like showing all
Mm-hmm.
my favorite things that I
Oh,
found.
totally.
But
Mm-hmm.
like I cannot because I would just be like, the fuck is she talking about?
Yes,
Why?
exactly. And those are things that we would say back in the day, but
Yeah.
we say it differently. Like Tony and I went somewhere recently and we met someone and that person kept saying all the things.
All the things.
And it
Okay.
and it wasn't annoying when this person said it, but then after that I kept hearing people say it. And I'm like, is
Mm.
this a thing? And I'm like, apparently is. I'm like, it's kind of like when people like you say obsess or I'm obsessed. Or what was the one that oh crap, I used to say one back in the day and I used to say it all the time and say it over and over. I guess every generation has a word or a phrase that they just constantly say. But I'm just
Hmm.
like, I don't even know how I got on that subject. I was saying something else. We were talking about touring the city and
Oh,
I
please
can't
leave that
remember.
subject. Because I'm embarrassed.
No, but I think when we were younger though, we did so many things that were like, oh, that's what it was, West Portal. You're
Oh
gonna
my
get even more
God.
embarrassed. Remember when we had that
Oh no, no, please don't. Are you gonna say it? Are you gonna say it?
yes, every time. So, okay, so there's this place downtown in San Francisco, like in one of the like little town city, or what do you call that? Like districts,
Borough.
right? Yeah. And it's called West Portal. And we used to get,
WP.
yes, we used to get coffee. We used to have Peruvian food, pizza, go to the movies there, all the
All the
things.
things. Let's say it all episode long, by the
Yes,
way. I'm
that's the name of our
obsessed.
episode, all the things. And so we all got in this, I don't know what it was. There was an entanglement that
Oh no.
happened between people and our group. And we really dramatically had
Oh
like
no.
thought it would be, I don't know,
Deep.
convenient, yes, or deep to like take people one by one to behind the Chase Bank in their little alcove on the side, and we used to like talk it out, and then we would switch up and change guards.
I'm so red right now. Like
Steph and I
I
did
blocked
so
that
many
out.
things that were so random sometimes.
Like when we quit our job at Lens Crafters and went to the beach.
Oh
That was
man.
a mic drop
Oh,
before
that was
mic
a mic
drops was a
drop.
thing.
Oh, that was. But remember we took Carrie on one of our stakeouts? So I had a couple crushes and I decided, let's go follow them
Oh
and
my
then
God.
let's take pictures. Right? Remember?
Can we take pictures? I remember
Well,
going
we
to the
were
Gold
going to.
Mirror.
Yes, we were going to
Okay.
take pictures.
Oh
And
shit. I
then
just said
Carrie,
sorry.
and then Carrie had her professional Ritz camera.
Oh, right.
And she was in the back and we got I remember this like it was yesterday. We had Burger King
I remember.
sandwiches. Yes.
Yes.
And we're sitting there like a block away and all of a sudden we're like, "Okay, there it is, Carrie. Okay, take the picture. Take the picture." Well, she forgets to turn off the flash. And the flash goes off. It's dark. It's like hella dark at night. And we're like, "Oh my God, you left the flash on." And we all like duck underneath the steering wheel. And we're like, "Oh my God."
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I had forgotten about that. I
Mhm.
remember going over there to that neck of the woods and
Mhm.
I don't remember I have to tell her. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Oh, so funny.
Oh God, we were so carefree. And was that when you
Mhm.
had your gold Ford Escort or was that your green?
Yes. You know
Oh,
what? I actually I think it was my green Focus.
oh,
Hmm.
oh. I could
Yeah.
smell it right now.
Yeah, that was a fun car.
I loved the hell out of that car. The
Hmm.
noise the clicker made. And then when you would
Oh yeah.
drive super fast to beat all the lights to Zombie
Hmm. Oh
Nation,
my God, that was
or
amazing. Yes. Oh my gosh.
oh.
Oh. Oh my goodness. That was such a good man. We had some good times.
We were really into like what they called that techno music back then.
Yes, we were. And remember Basement Jacks?
Hell yeah, I still have them on my iTunes.
Yes.
Okay, it's a
Yes.
catastrophe. Oh, that was a
Yes.
song.
Oh, so
I
good.
might put that on after we log off and just see what
Okay.
happens.
Yes, because I remember playing that song, and that guy from Ritz Camera was
Hmm.
in my car when I first got my green Focus.
Hmm.
And he had the audacity to open his chicharrones
Oh my God, I love when you
in my
tell
back
that
seat.
story.
I was like, I just bought this.
I know.
Like literally, and you're opening your bag of freaking chips back there?
I
And he's
love
like
that you.
tromping on it. I'm
I
like,
just love that
seriously?
you remember that it was chicharrones.
Yeah, because I was like, hell no, those are messy.
Oh,
Ugh.
yeah. And it smelled so good in your car. And that was just like the pork, dry roasted pork took over. Oh my God. I miss those
Yes.
days.
Oh,
Do you
same
remember
here.
when we went to the live concert? I don't know if it was our first one or it might have been the second one. We went with somebody from the
Mm-hmm.
mall. And we wore
I
our
can't, I still can't
bendies.
believe it.
Didn't he wear one too? Didn't we give him one
Yes,
too?
he
Oh my
put one.
God.
I think he was just
Right.
excited that he freaking got a free ticket.
Hell yes, because he would have
Uh-huh.
loved live too. And we were excited too because, it's like live is so huge, but like just to
Mhm.
find fellow fans that we knew,
Oh yeah,
it's a
we
big
were
deal because
stoked.
like the fact that Angel loves live, like I was like, oh my God, I
Mhm.
love you so much. Like it's like
Oh
very
yeah.
like, or she'll be like, oh yeah, I remember, or she'll sing a song that I didn't know she
Mhm.
knew. And I'm like,
Oh, I
come to
love
me
it.
now.
No, for real. It's like such a like heartwarming.
It really is. But yeah, that's one of my favorite concert memories because we had the
Yeah,
audacity to slap that on our foreheads and just
we sure
vibe.
did.
And then I think I had my hair up, but with the two strands. Oh
Hmm.
God, can you save me?
Probably like this.
Yes, yes. Oh my God. And I think I had a shirt that was one of my favorite shirts. It was blue with quarter length sleeves and it was fitted with
Ooh.
like a symbol that reminded me of Secret Samadhi. That was my
I
Secret
remember
Samadhi.
that
And I
shirt.
wore that to the concert. It was
Yes. Oh
very
my
like,
gosh, that's
yeah.
amazing.
Oh
And
God.
I think I wore my jeans, dark jeans with my Secret Samadhi shirt.
Oh, yeah, I would hope so.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. And that good
Yeah.
old bindi right there.
Oh God. You know what? I just realized we never talked about Tony's experience at the live concert when you
Oh my
guys
gosh,
went.
that's true. Okay. So,
Share with the
so
group.
we were supposed to go together,
Yes, I know.
but Steph was leaving for Where'd you go?
Peru.
Peru. I was gonna say Italy. I'm like,
Oh
where am
man,
I?
hopefully next year.
That's right. Steph was leaving for Peru, and what was it? Tony got one of his coworkers had COVID, and Tony
Hmm.
was exposed.
Hmm.
So, being that you guys were leaving, I was like, okay, for one, I'm probably exposed now because of Tony's was in the truck with him, Steph. I can't do that to you going on a vacation, right? And then you were like, yeah, and good thing you didn't because we were so close, just like literally so many people. Like we were nestled, right? So we go to the concert and Tony ends up coming with me. And honestly, Tony's never really had a desire to go, but I was like, well, you gotta go, right? So he goes, and honestly, he loved it. So it was a Stone Temple Pilots and live concert.
Oh,
But I will say this honestly, and it had nothing to do with Tony. It was more so also, I'm gonna rat Tony out. Tony was kind of cranky.
oh, does he
He
know how to
was
be
really
cranky?
tired. He did not want to go. He was like really exhausted because he had been working heck overtime. And he literally just did me a favor, right? He
Oh,
was really, really cranky. And going in there, we had like an argument because, and it wasn't a big argument. It was like, a little tiff, but it
yeah.
irritated me because I was like, okay, I know you might not want to be here right now, but like I'm really excited. So like please don't ruin it for me. Right.
Oh,
So, and he was just like tired. So I was just
right.
like, okay, whatever. But and it was just a weird vibe. It's different when I'm not with you.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like if I was with you, you and I would have been like, ah, and I
Yeah.
was, but the people next to me, and it was and I guess that's what bothered me is there's their first date of the tour. So it was the opening day. And
Oh.
literally the crowd was so blah to life.
Ew, I don't
It was
like that.
Yeah, it was very disappointing because it was honestly though the most beautiful set like that I had ever seen at a live or STP concert. The colors, the thought that was put into it was gorgeous. But the people, I'm sorry, the people to the left of me were literally like not paying attention, not singing. They were on their phones the whole time.
That is so fucking disrespectful.
It is. And they were actually good seats. We were like right in front. We were like behind like the box suites right there, like the private ones. So we were right in front. So we didn't have anybody in front of us. But the people had their legs up and they're on their phone. And then live comes out. They're not even clapping, nothing. So I felt weird because I would have been like the only one. So I'm still like, woo. But I was like the only one making any noise. I was the only one singing. Like I'm sure they heard me. Everybody heard me
Good.
singing in section 200. Okay.
They heard us last time.
Yeah, they sure did, but it was just weird. And once STP came on, I think they were probably there for them, but even then they still weren't standing or any they were
Ew.
just sitting there.
I can't stand people who go to concerts and don't react.
I agree 100%. Like I guess that's the thing. Like I had gone to a Joe Coy thing over at one of the casinos over here.
Hmm.
And he straight up called out, like there was someone in the first row, the front row, that was on her phone for the first 20 minutes of his act. And he straight up told her, I need to stop this right now. Like, if you're going to be on your phone the whole time I'm on stage, I'd rather pay for your ticket and you can go home. Like, I don't
For
know who bought your
real.
ticket or not, like, if this was given to you, but it's really distracting because
Good.
I would assume that you paid to see me, but being
Yeah.
you're on your phone the whole time, like, I'd rather you just leave.
Good for him. What
And they
happened?
straight up
They
escorted her out.
did they panda her? What'd she look like?
They were all laughing. She was some white chick with her, I'm pretty sure it was someone from the casino that maybe was gifted those tickets. That's what it seems like because it
Oh,
was the front
oh,
ass row. So, and those aren't cheap, so
that is so embarrassing. I love it.
yeah. But it's true. It's like to me it's so disrespectful. Like I understand if you're on your phone taking video of the performers, right? But
Hmm.
if you're on your phone scrolling Facebook
Hmm.
or Instagram, like, or texting people, what's the point? Why even spend the money? These aren't cheap.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so that kind of really bummed me. So, but it was a good concert, but I definitely missed you. It wasn't the
I,
same.
I missed you. I was so sad that night, but I was like, thank you so much for letting me know because my luck, somebody would have sneezed on me and or I could have caught like a cold, whatever. But thank
Yeah,
God I didn't get sick on my way over. On my way
yeah.
back, go ahead. But like going, I was like, like no, I'm gonna stay in a
No,
bubble while leaving.
exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
was,
and that's the thing is like even if it's not COVID, like you said, like I always feel like wherever I go, try at least try to be considerate, especially when someone's going on vacation. I
yeah.
always feel bad, like because I know before I go on a trip or something, I'm always hella paranoid. I don't want to get sick. That's like
Hell
one of my
yeah.
biggest fears is getting sick when I go on vacation.
Same. I don't know why.
'Cause
It's
that's
because
the
you don't
worst.
know what it's like over there and stuff. Oh yeah, I totally get it.
Yes.
But I'm so glad
And
that
I
I
want to be
mean,
sick in my bed.
okay, I want to be sick near my own toilet. Now, I don't know what I'm catching that I need to
Yes.
be like using the toilet, but like I need to be with all my things. I plan
Hmm.
vacations around like, other things too, because I need to be at
Yeah,
my house. Like,
exactly. Yeah. You can't be stuck somewhere and you don't have all the things.
exactly. Thank you. Oh my
Hmm.
God.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted to tell you something that I think you may already know, but I
Hmm.
recently stumbled on my For You page.
Hmm.
Some gem of a person is uploading 7 or 10 minute long clips of making the band episodes.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know how, but like, and it's not in order. Some of them
Yeah.
are, but like, there's like episodes with day 26 on there and like the reunion and when yeah. So this
Oh,
gem of a
snap.
person, like I was like, oh my God, they're doing the Lord's work. Okay.
That's
Because
for damn sure.
whatchamacallit, like now I know why we have not been given any reruns. Aubrey,
Hmm.
maybe you saw that interview of her like saying on a podcast, that they would have to pay everybody like crap tons of money to stream it, and they would be making so much money because they didn't make any money the whole time they were a band. Like they had to buy their own stuff. Yeah, and they
Shoot.
they
So,
sold 2 platinum
yeah.
whatever.
What the hell? Really?
Yeah, yeah. I love how Aubrey don't give a beat. Okay,
That's for damn sure.
she didn't sign that NDA, so she's out here like
Amazing.
singing. Okay, and like I really hope that she sees um that so this person has been sharing the episodes
Hmm.
because I want her to know that, and I want them all to know that all the comments are like, please get back together. Like, can they like form together
Yeah.
again, like underneath like another, because he's in
Hmm.
jail and he's probably gonna be there forever. But you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's possible. And like
Oh, I
everyone's
would
like,
love
God, we
it.
love them. They were so great and la la la. And they
Hmm.
really were. Oh my God, Neen. So let me see if I can tell you
Wow.
what the channel was. Because
Uh,
I can't believe my eyes. Like
yeah, for
it's
real.
okay, here it is. Under and TikTok, it's called Magic Unique Treasures, all one word. And
Ooh.
it is
Let me write this
episodes,
down.
like clips. Like we're talking
Dang.
D Woods, like, and then I
Uh,
forgot, like, so like, he fired Aubrey and then he looked at D Woods and he was like, okay, you can go too. But he technically, and he tried to backpedal and say, no, I didn't fire you. But she was like, bye by that point.
yeah,
But
exactly.
I guess this other podcast, or some show, yeah, podcaster had Aubrey and Dawn on his show. I don't know what year. And they're like, you know what,
Hmm.
what happened with D Woods? And they're like, well, we asked her to come back. Like when they formed like a little trio
Hmm.
with Shannon. And then she's like, well, I talked to D Woods and she said she has not gotten a call back being asked to join. And they're like, well, we did. I don't know what happened, but like
Oh
right
man.
before he fired Aubrey and they had that sit down, they were all like kind of like spread
Hmm.
out and like saying a lot, saying like, we're just not getting along. And da, da, da. I don't know what happened with Aubrey and Andrea, but I just Moral of the story is like I'm refreshing my memory by watching these clips, and I'm like, oh, this is
Yes,
like gold.
exactly.
I would give anything to watch them. I would pay money if they would put it somewhere.
Well, yeah, because you the thing is you look back on those shows
Oh,
and God, could you imagine the stuff that we would see that was so inappropriate or so not right, not ethical what he was doing? I mean, just the way that he treated Shannon that one day when remember she came back, I think it was episode or season 2 and she came back with her hair dyed and he
that was
ripped
Aubrey.
his shit. Was it Aubrey?
When she
It was
dyed
the
her hair
blonde
brown.
girl.
Yeah, she was blonde
Or
too.
maybe she cut it. She did something, but it was Shannon because Shannon was the more meeker one.
Yeah,
Not as, but it was she got she because she had just gotten married.
that's right.
And he got pissed and was like, "Why would you do that?" And she was like, and I'm like, and I remember watching this episode and being like, "Who the hell gives you the authority to tell her what she can or can't do?" I
Oh,
know that certain things have brands or people are used to certain things when they see people and like, it's like who is it, Tia or Tamara? I can't remember. And they were on the game. And
yeah.
I think it's Tia,
I think
right?
it's Tia. I think so.
And she cut her hair hella short and people were
Yes.
pissed, or like Carrie Russell when she cut her curls off,
Oh,
right? It does affect your brand. I get it, but the way he had this like ownership over them was disgusting.
but like I feel like it's not a rare thing in this
No.
industry because Aubrey dyed her hair chocolate brown. I do
Mhm.
agree with him. It didn't really like look like it made her look older, but like who
Right.
cares? But like
Mhm.
she really liked it, and then he was like, what the hell's this? Because
Yeah.
he hired her based on what she looked like at the
Mhm.
end of season 2. And
Right.
then she completely transformed, which
Mhm.
women, we change every day, like
Yeah.
whatever. But like you sign a contract, who knows what
Mhm.
he had? And she got breast implants, and he was so
Yeah.
pissed. And he would make all these comments about D Woods's like stomach, like in front of
Mhm.
everybody. Like she was
Yeah.
built differently, and but she was
Mhm.
skinny. She had a 6 pack.
Yeah, because he even called Shannon fat too.
Yeah, it's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, like seeing everything that I'm seeing now. Oh my
Mhm.
God, Neen. Just go ahead and log on later because it's
Yeah, I
gonna be
am. I have it written down. Shoot. Because can you imagine what the boy band was? The
Ooh.
guys? I can't remember their name, what
Yeah,
that
well,
group
Big
was.
Big Mike, I saw the clip recently, the cute little boo-boo. He was so cute. All the girls loved him.
Hmm.
I guess there was cameras in the house. I mean, that makes sense because it's reality TV, but like I guess Diddy saw him making grilled cheese sandwiches and he made him
Hmm.
feel like an asshole and he made him run 6 miles the next day when he came to confront him about it. But then he went home, like they went on break or something. He came back, he had lost a bunch of weight because he was like, I'm taking it
Wow.
seriously, like I'm listening. So I don't know, but he was really shitty to them too. And then the solo artist, oh my God, you guys go to
Mhm.
TikTok and go to this account. Oh my God.
That's
Yes.
crazy. It's crazy though when you look at the tangled web that he
Oof.
has created, like within Hollywood, just like every single person has a link to him. It's weird.
No, and we all know how much I love and worship my queen, Jennifer Lopez, and I will always love her. But
Hmm.
like the latest victim that's filed that are hi, I can't talk. Filed that lawsuit, and
Hmm.
she was 13, an unnamed victim, and people are speculating that it's the little girl that played Samara from The Ring, the little girl that
Hmm.
comes out of the TV all creepy.
Hmm.
Anyways, she had won an award
Hmm.
back in the year 2000 and she was 13 at the time. This is why they're tying it to this particular actress, but we're not sure. And
Hmm.
Ashton Disgusting Kutcher and P. Diddy were the ones that presented her with the award. Okay. And
Hmm.
Ashton's disgusting. Okay. I
Yeah.
used to like, ew, like all the footage that people have been sharing
Oh
about
yeah.
him lately.
Hmm.
Ew. And
Yeah.
they presented her with the award and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna come to the Diddy's after party," and they're kind of like being
Ugh.
smarmy over her. Anyways, the reason why I bring Lo up is because she was dating him at this time and they were always together. She had won an award and she was like, "Baby, look." And she's doing her cute giggle that drives me crazy. I love her so much.
Hmm.
And Diddy was like, he was always in awe of Lo. So they were thick. as thieves back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'm
Yeah.
worried because in this lawsuit, an unnamed female was present during the assault.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's like people are speculating that Ben wanted the divorce and there was problems because of everything that was going on behind the scenes with Diddy now that's public. So I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know what's happening. I'm
Yeah.
scared. I'm like, because once this trial goes underway, the names are gonna be flying. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because remember I had mentioned that before Diddy even we knew what Diddy did and what he was about. Remember I had mentioned that Ben that was like the rumor.
mm-hmm.
But that if I don't know, that see that kind of stuff just I I want to say I hope I hope JLo did was not that person. But when you're in a relationship, you are privy to certain things. You see things and you just are quite I would hope she would say, I can't be a part of this. I don't know. Like, what do
Or
you do?
I would hope that he just kept her at arm's length when it came to that shit. You know,
I hope
people
so.
cheat all the time.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen clips that have been popping up about Diddy and his mom, but they have a fucked up relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody posted a clip. I follow this girl again on TikTok. Her name is Becca Day. Guys,
Mm-hmm.
look her up and follow her because she's my source for news. Like
Mm-hmm.
the way she breaks shit down and she does deep dives on people. She's got a great one on Diddy, a great one on who's that stupid producer that Taylor Swift screwed over
Oh
in the
yeah.
end. Scooter
Nice.
Braun.
Yes.
Like just all this stuff. She's really good. So, anyways, she what was I saying? I got distracted with with the account.
She had said something about mm, I'm like she said something about Diddy. Duh. Oh man, what was it?
Oh my god, you
All
guys
our
are
all
having a
our listeners
senior
are like
moment. Okay, but anyways, she has a lot to say about like Diddy. Oh,
Mhm.
okay, the mom. So
Yes.
she unearthed an old video because people used to post on Twitter videos. I didn't remember that. I thought it was just like a place to put stupid quotes. But like he
Mhm.
posted a video with him and his mom chilling in the backyard, and he mentions like how like look at my mom, she's single, like and we go to the clubs together, we go to the strip clubs together,
Okay. That's
and she's
disturbing.
got white nail polish on, and
Mm.
allegedly he has a thing for women that wear like white nail polish, like mani pedi, and like Cassie had to always have white nail polish. So then people are
Mhm.
alluding to like what if the mom is the undisclosed, like because she hasn't said nothing about her son. Again, that's her son, but I'm
Yeah.
sure she's seen shit. She knows
Hmm.
what he's about, like, so
Oh,
all I'm gonna
totally.
say about that.
Exactly. I mean, and she's gonna protect her boy until the day she dies, I'm
Oh my
sure. And
God.
again,
Like,
who knows? Who knows? Because if you just you never know. These
yeah.
kind of people that are involved in this kind of stuff, if it means their head's on the line, it may make them talk. Like his daughter. I can't
Oh
remember
yeah.
her name, the one that looks just like her mom. Um, she too had, they're saying that she's saying a lot of things, but now it's like, it's crazy with AI and just with everything else. Like, there's a lot of videos too that you're like, is this real? Like, there's even pictures that you see of like Diddy kissing this person. You're like, okay, this is not real. And I think that's the case like with this type of situation. There's so many people involved. Like there was one list that came out and there's I guess they were saying all the people that attended anything Diddy related. I mean, it's crazy the amount of people that have been associated with him.
Well, and it's crazy that his favorite celebrity to attend his white parties is Leonardo DiCaprio. He's gone
Hmm.
on record saying that a few times. What does that
Yeah,
say?
right. He's to
Oh,
me, and we adore Leonardo.
we do. This is a Leo
Okay.
love in space right
Yes,
here.
we do. But there is a creepiness when it comes to
There is.
him and his infatuation with young girls and how they say that he
Uh-huh.
has a cap. It's like once they hit a certain age or they've been
Ew.
together for a certain amount of time, it's like sayonara, and then he brings someone else in that's younger, da 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 da. That's weird.
It is weird. It's very
And
creepy.
it's along the same lines as Ashton Kutcher, who
Oh,
also like they say groomed, what's his wife's name?
Mia, Mila.
Yeah. And how Mila, and
Yeah.
how in that 70s show, the questions and things, that jokes that they would tell her when she was younger. And I mean, there's even interviews that they've done together where I think they were on some late night show, and they were talking about like their first kiss, and like she was still a teenager and he was already 18 or 19, and or maybe even a little bit older, and
Oh,
saying all these things to her. And
yeah.
even though, like, for her at that time, she was just like, whatever, and maybe she had a crush on him, I don't know. But still, it still gives the ick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, hello. What about Holmes, his little homie over there, the one that likes the
yeah,
youngins too, Wilmer?
exactly. And and honestly, if Ashton is guilty of whatever, because rumor has it that him and Mila are going through a lot of drama behind the scenes, and supposedly he's moved here, she's over here, they're on the verge of divorce. She deserves it. She deserves
Yeah.
it for backing that co-star,
Yeah.
and writing that stupid letter that they both, read out loud on the internet. Like, seriously, who does that?
I can't. I literally like that. I'm glad. So I know we complain about cancel culture, but I
Hmm.
also am thankful for it in some cases where it's
Hmm.
like very much deserved. Because
Oh
sometimes it's
yeah,
like too much. It's like,
it
okay, hold
is.
on. Like
Hmm.
sometimes, people will unearth things for like just to fuck with people. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull someone out of the air. The little influencer that I love, she's that blonde Alex Earl. So she's
Hmm.
early 20s,
Hmm.
and they decided to mess with her because she's got like 7 million followers, and she's huge. And
Hmm.
somebody unearthed like an old tweet from like when she was 14 or some shit. God, if they found shit that we wrote,
Oh my
oh my God. And,
gosh.
and we're not talking, guys, we're not racist or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just
No.
saying stupid shit. Like,
Yeah.
hello, refer to the beginning of this episode when we took
Exactly.
people to have conversation. Like, we all have done shit we're
Yes.
ashamed of, okay?
Yes, exactly.
But then when you have people like Diddy and Ashton and then you unearth things from their past because the internet's forever, then it's like, ooh.
Hmm. And yeah, I mean, there's things that happen. And that's like you said with cancel culture, it's one of those things that it depends on the situation. I think that a lot of times we're very quick to judge people when we all have our own skeletons, like you said, in our closet, where we, behind closed doors, we all say things sometimes that maybe aren't appropriate, but we're not famous. We're not, when you have a platform.
Yeah,
Look at Paula Deen. She never thought she would be called out by her staff. You know what I mean? I mean, there's things you say that you never think are going to get out because at that time you're trusting those people, or you're raised a certain way. That's no
yeah,
excuse when it comes to when you're famous. It's going to come back to you
right.
tenfold, you
Oof.
know? I mean, you have to carry a certain type of respect for yourself and others when you're going to be at this stature. And honestly, to me, all of Hollywood at this point is like,
They're
I'd be shaking
nervous.
in my boots.
I really would be too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not cute.
Yeah. Like, who's freaking next?
Yeah, I don't know, but oh, sorry. When it comes to Diddy, you guys, we're gonna
Mhm.
be chatting a lot about him because it's like literally never ending. I don't know
Yeah.
what's next, and it's what.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's intense. And then of course, what?
And real quick, you haven't heard anything from the Kardashians.
It's been silent as
Yes.
a rock.
For real, because
Solid.
Courtney made some story on Instagram yesterday, and I
Yeah,
don't know why, like we're besties or something. It popped up,
yeah.
and I go, "Ooh, haven't heard from her in a while." Like, they're quiet as a mouse.
I'm checking right now because because I think Kimberly posted something. She posted something in a bikini. Although, oh my God, Queen Latifah is the latest. Um,
Mhm.
what Good American spokesperson. She looks so good in the clothes and the
Oh,
campaign.
really?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
dang. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, yeah. And you know what? Another one is Nick Bosa. I don't know when the 49er, I don't know when he did Skims, but I had looked him up yesterday for something, and I looked him up and I was like, "Dang, he did Skims?" I was like, "Wow."
I had no idea.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, hi."
Hello.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was like,
Let me see. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Somebody else was it? Oh, I think Chris. Chris was active. She was posting, she always posts
"Mhm."
her daughters. But yeah, they've been quiet. I'm sure they're a little nervous. I wonder what they're gonna plan to release to like distract us. Like maybe
Yeah.
somebody's gonna get pregnant again. Although that's okay, it's been done. Do
Yeah.
something else. Like
Exactly. Yeah. Kendall, I don't know, she dyed her hair. I don't
she's probably like Chris is probably like, come on, Kendall, get pregnant.
right? Yeah, exactly. Well, Kim did have North say that little thing about God on hers. I don't know if you or saw it. She asked her a question and and actually North looked really cute with her hair. I was like surprised because she annoys me.
She annoys me
But
too.
she asked her like, what is most important to you? And she's like, oh, it was something to the effect of like, oh, sharing the word of God with my siblings and da da da. And I was like, oh wow. But I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. Like it's weird to come from like, where is this coming from? Like, well, how are you
Yeah,
trying to distract us with something? I mean, that's great if it was honest and pure and good intentions, but I don't know, you always have to think like, okay, is this like some kind of stunt?
probably. Yeah. I don't
Mhm.
know, but I don't know. I mean, North
Yeah.
allegedly is like very artsy, very like, I mean, the girl's gonna be beautiful once she outgrows her annoying like age that she's at.
Yes.
But I'm a Chicago fan, so
Oh, totally. I think she's so cute. She looks just like her mom.
just like her mom.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
and
I
then
love it.
while we're talking shit about Diddy, when are
Mhm.
people gonna drag down Kanye? That man, like for the way he treats women and like
Mhm.
walks, like he needs to be like in the same cell. I'm sorry, he's horrible.
And I wonder that's what I don't understand about him is the fact that he got so irritated with how and gave Kim such a hard time about how she dressed and she presented herself and how it was a reflection on her kids and how she thought of who she was and whatever. But yet he's over here like displaying this wife that he has. What's her name? Bianca or whatever the
Yeah.
hell her name is. And she's naked all the time.
And
It's
he doesn't have shoes
disgusting.
on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you look disgusting.
Yeah, I don't understand. I
And
really don't.
but like there was this singer that last year she went on her socials and gave a heart-wrenching like self interview. Like she shared that she and her manager were raped by or assaulted. Kanye and Diddy allegedly tried to assault her and she was
Hmm.
backed into a corner. This is at a recording studio and she
Wow.
managed to get away. Like
I
why is
did,
he walking
yes.
free?
I saw that interview. That's
Yeah.
right. And see, and I think that's the thing is like, I'm pretty sure Kanye was deep in it when
Oh
all
yeah.
this stuff was going on, right?
Like
And
Neo.
yeah, and he saw these things, and I have a feeling that he knew that obviously the shit was gonna hit the fan.
Yeah.
So he decided to come out and start pretending like, oh, I'm greater than thou. I'm like, how dare him be this way? Lol. Try to act like he was the good one.
Yeah.
And that girl, I don't know, there was like I don't know how many parts to her story,
Yeah.
but it was frightening. And because that was her manager, I think, was stuck in
Uh-huh.
the bathroom. I'm like,
Yeah.
what happened to the manager?
I think she actually got assaulted but didn't remember because she had been drugged. And
Yeah.
the girl, I can't remember her, Nikki, I think is her name.
Mhm.
She pretended to drink something but didn't, and
And they
that's
were
why
trying
she
to
was
force it.
okay.
And
Yeah.
that's the disturbing part is everybody in that
Ugh.
room. There was one guy that knew her and she was like, "Hello, I know you. You know me. You have children that are young. Like you could be
Yeah.
my father." And like looking at him for help and
And he
still
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah, that shit
Like all
burned.
those effing people need to be exposed. Their names need to
All
be
of
out there.
them. All
It's
of
like,
them.
yeah, no mercy.
All of them. Like all the
Ugh.
security guards that are chatting now, like
Yes.
they're like, oh, now's my time. Yeah, pay them. Now
Mhm.
share. Let's go.
So I have a question in regards to Jaguar Wright, because a lot of people are saying that about her too, because she has all this information, which I mean, I
Yeah.
adore her, right?
Hmm.
But at the same time, like, do you feel, because they're saying that she should also be one of the people that are in trouble for these things because she knew this stuff and withheld this information. How do you feel about that?
I kind of tend to agree with that because it's like if you know all this and you're so righteous and you're allegedly collecting information for what? Like to just expose? Or are you
Mhm.
scared? Like, unless like you're in fear for your life, but you don't seem to be when you talk about it.
Right, exactly. And
Like
they're
involve the
saying,
authorities, but the authorities are
exactly.
paid off too. Like you don't know
Mhm.
who's dirty and who's clean.
Exactly. And they're saying that she's like this because apparently her son was killed by
Mm.
people of Diddy's.
Oh my
Either
God.
Diddy's or Jay-Z, I can't remember, but somehow they're all connected somehow. But they're saying that she's doing this as a way to get back at them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you like you said, how many people could you have saved from these things if you would have talked sooner? And you're right. You don't know who's involved with who or who what connections he has, even with the police department, the DA's office. God only knows. Who knows? So you feel it's like that abused woman's thing where, if you have a husband that's connected to the police department, like you don't
Yeah.
want to call them because they're not going to believe you,
Right.
but I don't know. This thing just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I don't. I hope that people are exposed, and I hope something actually comes of it because there's some stories like Epstein
I
where
was, you just took the words out of my mouth. Like, I don't want this to end up like that. I
no.
fear that it could unless he's under 24-hour surveillance because I
Mm-hmm.
worry about the likes of like Jay-Z
Mm-hmm.
and hearing how allegedly he's so dark and twisted and worse than
Mm-hmm.
Diddy. Like
Yeah.
people will do anything to protect their own reputation and their brand and what they've
Mm-hmm.
built. So I worry that we may not even get to a trial because something will happen.
Well, and that's the thing is like the girlfriend of Epstein, I can't remember her name.
Gillette,
Yeah.
Gillette, Ghislaine.
We never heard anything
Where is she? Is she
about
is
that.
she in the Bahamas? Like what the fuck?
Exactly. And she had a trial, it was like a year or two ago. And nothing came of it. Like if something came of it, I can't even tell you what happened.
I can't either. And I watched the whole freaking documentary too. And I'm like,
Yes.
how?
Yeah. And this is something that should have been just as big as any other high, status person. But I remember following a guy that was like, how are we not making this a bigger deal? How come there are no cameras on the front steps of this courthouse? Like literally he was freaking like he was just in shock. And as was I. He even knew someone that was going there. And he was like, it is like a ghost town. There is nobody at this trial. How is
Be-
that the case?
because I feel like money talks
Mm-hmm.
and like
Yeah.
people and fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be
That
scared.
how else? Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like I
Yeah.
don't mysteriously get poisoned.
Yeah. See, and I think that's the thing. It's funny how when you're at a certain status, you feel like you're going to always be untouchable.
Yeah.
Like money can buy you out of anything, you know?
Mm-mm.
Because there gets a point where you feel like prior, like you look at JLo, for example, there came a point, right, where maybe when she was with Chris Judge, she was still at that point where she was just like, okay, I got to be careful because of my reputation. But then you would surpass it, right? And then you become like so big that you feel like, oh, I'm protected. I know all these people. That'll never happen to me. I could get away with this. I could treat people like that. I could do this, and you become like this arrogance takes over,
Mm-hmm.
and up pops the devil. And then you start seeing it getting even worse where people are, okay, like, what have they done? How many people have they paid off? How many people have they killed?
Oh my
So they
God.
could protect themselves. It's scary.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Only time will tell, I guess.
Yeah, that's for sure. Real quick though, you were going to tell a story about Sixt.
Oh my God, you guys. So today, what, because I feel so much better. Like you total this hanging out with you on air really has like lowered my
Uh,
blood pressure because prior I was furious. I was foaming at the
oh
mouth.
shoot.
So we rented a car the second time from this company because I believe in second chances.
Hmm.
And it's right around the corner from where we live.
Uh-huh.
The name of the place is Sixt, Sixt.
Uh-huh.
Remember that. Okay. Do not ever rent your cars from this freaking place. Do yourselves a favor. So, like, we rented this car, we asked for an SUV. We show up like the last time, they didn't have the car that we wanted, like but they were supposed to give you the equivalent. Well, they gave us a van. How the hell is a van the equivalent to an SUV?
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know, right? So they give us that, and then we return it the next day to the same location, and then we fill up the gas tank full. And
Hmm.
Angel had the wherewithal to take a photo of her dropping it off at the location, okay, and
Hmm.
the full gas tank. Then
Thank
these
God.
assholes charge us an additional $90 for fuel charges and for dropping it off at somewhere else. And I was like, so I wrote them. I go, explain to me why I'm being charged and then promptly refund. This is the second
Hmm.
time. Like, your staff is so rude, so unprofessional. Who trains these people? Like, it's a joke. Like, you should be
Hmm.
embarrassed and refund me my $90. Well, I get a response right before I meet with you, and they're
Hmm.
like, hi, I'm so sorry for, like the delay. We charged you this because the gas tank was not full and you didn't drop it off at the girl.
Oh, hell
So
no.
I write back. I was like, oh, they caught me on a day, didn't they? So like, I open the thing and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna find it and send it to you guys, read it to you guys, because I'm so like, this is how angry I was. No,
Mm.
dear, no, to whom it may concern. As I mentioned in my original email, we returned the vehicle to the very place we rented from. So this fee was completely out of line. Secondly, we filled the gas tank before returning and provided you with the photo. Can you actually read customer complaint emails before responding? As such, please refund the fees you charged us when we, all caps, complied with every single request.
Hmm.
Again, we returned the vehicle to the original rental location and we filled the gas tank. Excuse me?
Wow, man.
Like, oh my God. And then the people that work there, they're just a joke. So, anyways, don't rent from there. Moral of
No,
the story.
I would have to agree because Tony and I went to the airport to rent from them one time,
Ugh.
and we thought we were getting because we wanted a Jeep. And we got a Jeep, but it was tiny. It was like, I don't know, like for little people. It was very small. I was like, is this like it was weird. But then something happened when we got there and we came all the way from where we live,
Oh my
okay?
God.
Yeah, because it was the only place we could rent. We get there and they were closed. I was like, and they're like, "Oh, we're no one's gonna be there for a couple more hours." I was like, "Who does that?" I was like, "This is the airport," and they said they were gonna be open. And I was distinctively remember that place because of the name, because I had told Tony, "I've never heard of Sixt. What is that?" And he was like, "Oh, this is a place. It's cheap."
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you get, it's like the Spirit Airlines of
exactly.
rentals.
Thank you.
Hmm.
So, what happened?
We ended up going home. We ended up taking our own car to LA. Because I was like, I ain't gonna spend my money for this stupid Jeep. Okay, this tiny ass Jeep that looks like a child play car. Okay,
Wait a minute. So, how did you see the, sorry to interrupt, but how did you see the car if you didn't end up renting it?
so they're all the rentals are together.
Uh-huh.
So I was trying to see what, because it was like a different name. So
Okay.
I asked one of the guys there, I was like, hey, can you just tell me what kind of car this is? Because it's telling me it's a Jeep, but it's not like a Ranger or whatever. And he was like, oh, yeah, sure. It looks like that one. I go, hell no. And Tony's like, we came all the way for that. And then come to find out they weren't even there. I said, just screw it. Because I mean, with car rentals, usually you don't pay ahead of time. It's like as you go, or however it works, and was like, okay, let's just leave. I'm not going to wait here an additional 2 hours for that car. So we ended up going back home. It was such a waste. And during commute hours, it was,
Oh my
yeah,
God, these
livid.
I hope you did a Yelp review because these
Mhm.
assholes,
I
they need to be
didn't. I
taken
should
down.
have.
I'm so mad. Ugh. Anyways, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm not gonna stop until I get my
You
piddly
better get your
$90
money.
back.
No, and it's not even piddly. Okay,
Exactly.
it's that's 90 freaking dollars.
That's the cost of allegedly one of their rentals for a
Yeah.
day, assholes. Never again. Never
And
again.
but see, that's the thing is like, good thing Kara took pictures because
Right?
that's a good, and you know what, just take pictures of everything.
From now
Anything and
on,
everything. Yeah,
cover your
because you
asses.
can't trust people.
You really can't. Not out in these streets, okay?
Okay, all the things.
All the things. Oh my gosh. On that note, this has been real mean. I needed
Sure
it. My
has.
blood
Yes.
pressure is returning back to its normal state.
Oh, good. Yay.
And thank you guys so much for listening. Oh my God, we love
Mm-hmm.
you,
Yes, we
right?
sure do. We sure do. Go out there and make it a good Wednesday.
And have a great Halloween tomorrow.
Oh,
And
yes, that's right.
it's practically 2025. So
Hmm.
next time we
True.
see you, it'll be November. So
Yes. Hold
catch
on
you
real
on.
quick, because you saw the Barbie movie. You know who
Yes.
Bibble is?
Ah,
Bibble?
what's a bibble?
Apparently, it was in the Barbie movie. And that's what Presley's going to be for Halloween.
Is
Maybe
that the is
it's
that
the
the
little
weird?
blue character
I
with
don't
purple
remember.
hair.
I don't remember. I have to look it up.
Okay, yeah.
That's so
Watch me have this
cute.
all wrong. She said
No,
it was
no,
from
no.
Barb. She said it was from the Barbie
I
movie.
haven't seen the Barbie movie since it came out last July, so I could
Yeah,
be
see,
missing it.
and I
But
saw it, but I fell asleep
I
because it was really late. Not that it was boring, but I was just like,
loved it. Oh my God, you're so cute. Okay, well, please give us pictures
I will
and
for sure. But
have a
have a great,
fantastic. Oh, have a fantastic.
yeah, Halloween.
You
Fantastic.
too.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, catch you on that flip side.
Oh yeah. Peace out, buddies. Whoop whoop.